Hello everybody. If you're seeing this, you're a friends of ours on Facebook, so we don't need to introduce ourselves. Tim and Chris DeZenzio. Anyways, we have been down here in Louisiana for 4 years, and we've had opportunity to serve in a local church as volunteers, and got to enjoy the life of the church, and I got to preach a bit here and there, and we had a chance to enjoy our grown children and our grandchildren, and it's been a great season. But we've been praying and trusting and believing God, and so we have an announcement to make. Hey, big girl.
We are joining a ministry called Life 360.
Now, don't you like hearing her talk more than me? As I do, except for when she's giving me the honey-do list. You know what I mean. Anyways, what is Life 360, honey?
Life 360 is a Assembly of God church that has been planting other churches in rural America, and mostly at this point in southern Missouri, but they're branching out into northern Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, and just moving from there out. So we're pretty excited because the ministry has a connection. They created a nonprofit organization,
Yep.
501c3. Okay, and they are able to give a salary to the pastors they're bringing in to serve the community through a food distribution program.
And other nonprofit avenues like job training, whatever your town needs, they have written grants and received monies for it. So the whole idea is love on that town, introduce them to Jesus through hands-on service and developing relationships, and planning a church through that.
So something I learned that I didn't know before, Convoy of Hope, I've only known as a disaster relief, but they partner with Convoy of Hope, their Rural America initiative. So they're going into towns and cities of 100 to 1,000, and just starting out by that connection in the school, serving the community, like serving the police department and the fire department, and just going from there anywhere they see a need, and connecting with what they call the stakeholders in the community, and finding out what are the needs of this community, and then reaching them. And in that process, it's kind of a fast track to relationship with the community. And then from that point on, seeing people who have not been in church, not wanted to, have been hurt by church or whatever, just maybe have never heard the gospel, I don't know. So, and we just love on them and wait for opportunities to share Christ with them.
So between now and August 1st, because we have to be there August 1st, and someone might say, well, where's there? Southern Missouri, that's what we know, or it could be Arkansas, but mostly Southern Missouri. Next week, they'll be sending us a couple of towns that already said yes to Life 360 Community Services to come in and start serving their school district. So we already have an open door, an invitation, if you will, to come. And there's been 14 plants already. It's only been about 8 years total, the organization. And so it's actually amazing. We'll start August 1st. So between now and August 1st, we're getting some towns that said yes, and we get to pray over it and say, okay, yes, this is the one that we feel God's leading. And then I got to go up there and try to secure housing, because in rural America, in towns of 100 and 300, 500, housing is very hard sometimes. But we've heard miracles after miracles of people, church planners like us in this same organization, the miracle of God opening housing, and a realtor or a landlord becoming one of the first to get involved with the initiative, giving their hearts to the Lord. So it's absolutely amazing. So we're asking everyone that's friends of ours for two things. One, for sure, pray for us that the housing miracle will happen. We're already praying for our landlords. We don't even know who they are yet. And we're praying for a house with a porch and a swing, and she wants a tub. So we're being a little more specific. And the second thing is Christina's going to be resigning her job. We already took her boss out to lunch the other day. and she gave her notice. She'll be finishing the end of June, and I'm going to be finishing out work in the next couple of weeks, because I'll be doing at least 2 more trips, hopefully just 2 trips to Missouri myself, and I'm hoping to get to a few churches to just preach one more time before we go to Southern Missouri. But the second thing, so 1, pray for us in our housing, and 2, we're just believing God. It might sound corny, but we're just asking God, if there's 40 people that would be so moved and would like to partner with us for the months of June and July, we're just asking for 40 people, just give $100 for the whole time, just $50 a month or $100 once, just 40 people, $100. So that way, June and July, our needs are met. I gotta travel to Missouri, probably 2 times, hopefully just 2 times, before we actually pack up and move. Once we get there, they're taking care of a facility. It's actually a resource center in our little town that they're going to take care of. They're giving us a van wrapped with the company's name, so we can deliver goods. And our salary. Yeah, they're paying me full time to do it. Once the church gets going, then we'll be trusting God for people to partner with us, because the money part's coming from grants for these nonprofit outreaches, and the church stuff is obviously tithes and offerings. So that's something different. Well, that's down the road. So if you would feel so inclined, you can private message Christina or myself and ask us how you should do that. We already had one person actually give us $200 already, so we're so happy for that. And we say thank you, because we know you're watching this as well. And so, listen, we love you guys. If you don't do anything,
I know a lot of people are going to be asking me about leaving the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so I might as well just address this now. Number 1, I live in gratitude all the time. I live in a place of being thankful for where I'm at and what I've had and what the Lord's given us. Also, this is the day of technology, so I am trusting that we're going to be able to stay in touch. And God has already set things up. We talked to the kids about this when we first started considering it, so we gave them plenty of time to just know that it was, we were looking. And Jessica's having baby number 3 in July, and so that's the reason that I'm finishing out work in June. I want to spend as much time with her and the grandkids and help her with the new baby as much as I can before we leave. So that's why I'm leaving my job, for the whole month of July. So we just want you to know that.
Plus, she has to pack. There's a lot of packing that's going to go on.
That'll happen. So I'm not worried about any of that. But I am thankful for my kids, our kids. Like they're amazing, and we know God's going to work, all the details out, because He's the one that's arranged this for us. Tim started out saying, it's been a great season, but it's been a hard season, especially for him because of not being able to be in full-time ministry. And we felt really hemmed in with the ministry opportunities that God has allowed or hasn't allowed, and He's directed us this direction. So we are confident in His direction, and grace is available to us every day. So I am going to rely on the grace of God for the new adventure, because we're going on an adventure, and also for sustaining the family and our connection and all of that.
The organization is Life 360.
.org.
The .org is the website, and so there's a non-for-profit side, Life 360 Community Services. We will be community development partners as far as the town, and we're church planners through Life 360 Church. And once we know our town, we'll let people know that. But if you want to look it up, he has an ambitious goal to plant 3,600 churches only in rural America only, and within all 50 states. He's hoping to do that. So we're so glad to be a part of it. We're so glad God's making this available. We thank you for your prayers, and if you're so inclined to help us, to back us for June, July, just private message us, either Christina or myself, and we'll let you know how you do that, okay? Thank you so much. We love you guys. Thank you for your prayers and your partnerships.
Thanks.
Bye.